It's time to recalibrate with the intelligence of the heart and allow the divine love within to be your compass. The collective energy is guiding invaluable soul lessons that have a huge potential to reveal the hidden wisdom within your heart, as well as balance your head with your heart. This is part of what nourishes the evolution of your consciousness towards a deeper and more finely tuned level of awareness. There are so many important shifts and opportunities coming in with this, so tune in with me and get ready to receive angel guidance for the full supermoon cycle spanning from August 1st through 15th, 2023. The full supermoon in Aquarius peaks on August 1st, and it is awakening a big leap into deeper emotional awareness. This supermoon is the second of 4 full supermoons we're having in a row, a series of energetic waves that are guiding us towards important personal emotional discoveries. Supermoons occur when the moon is closest to the Earth in its orbit, which strengthens and intensifies its pull. Full moons always bring more feeling and emotion to the surface, but a supermoon does this at a much higher volume. This full supermoon is also square to the planet Jupiter, magnifying the potential for expansive realizations and epiphanies around those deep emotions you may be feeling. This energy is part of our collective conscious rise into the wise, compassionate heart of Source. It's bringing in profound lessons regarding not only personal level empathy and emotional healing, but also social and communal level empathy and healing. Aquarius, which again is the sign that the full supermoon is the sign of empathy-driven humanitarian impulses. So as we receive these empathic heart chakra activations, we'll also receive an expansion of our awareness of the needs of others. This may express itself in increased efforts towards social change from now through the end of the year, with a big potential to peak around the October eclipses. This energy can also express itself as creative innovation, as ideas received by human beings whose sole purposes are to help plant seeds for the future blossoming of civilization in the years ahead. So pay attention to any personal inspirations or creative ideas you receive, and know that the universe is preparing you to manifest those ideas, especially through emotional preparation, helping you develop the emotional healing, foundation, and strength to create as your soul desires to create. Now, this full supermoon is happening just 1 week before the peak of the Lion's Gate portal on August 8th, wherein the sun in Leo will align with the star Sirius, considered our spiritual sun, and Orion's belt over the pyramids of Egypt, bringing in a powerful energetic shift and opportunity for rebirth of the heart. I'll be going into tons of detail about this year's Lion's Gate activation in my next video, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Overall, this is a moon cycle of returning to conscious union with the source energy and wisdom that flows out of your heart now and always. And that is a huge part of what the spiritual ascension path is all about. With that in mind, let's dive into the angels' messages for you. I'm about to share 3 important angel messages on the path ahead, all of which will apply to your life in some way. However, if you want to get a sense of which message is your leading lesson and theme, then pick a number 1, 2, or 3 in your head right now. Whichever number you feel most drawn to will represent your leading angel message. Ready? Let's dive in. The angel's first message for you is all about harmonizing your head with your heart. Our Aquarian full moon is activating a bridge of awareness between your intellect, which is associated with Aquarius energy, and your heart's love and wisdom. This is helping you to bring intellectual understanding and perspective to your feelings, and shift your mental priorities such that your heart's wisdom can lead the way. In addition, energy from the galactic center is flowing into both the heart and solar plexus chakras at this time, helping to stabilize a collective frequency of higher consciousness. This can help to activate higher intellectual pursuits, including a desire or attracted opportunity to expand knowledge around science and technology, which are both strongly associated with Aquarian energy. This is also driving in a higher spiritual awareness of our unity with each other and with the earth. So those who have a strong soul purpose and passion regarding environmental issues, humanitarian issues, and the science and technology that revolutionizes those areas of life will likely be receiving big downloads of information and inspiration for their life's work. Know that this stabilization for the frequencies of unity consciousness are affecting everyone, meaning everyone is going to receive their own unique, individualized opportunity to learn, evolve, and expand in their personal relationship with love, compassion, and the higher intellectual understanding that serves love and compassion. This may show up as a big revelation about your relationships, as Venus, the planet of love and relationships, is still in its retrograde phase, driving deep insights regarding the health and functionality of your relationships to the surface. Relationships are center stage when it comes to learning the biggest spiritual lessons of your soul's intentions for this lifetime. As such, relationships can be like a container or foundation for everything you create and experience in life. Get ready for these relationship lessons to really drive you home to your heart's deepest truth, which is that you are one with the divine source. You are an expression of the highest divine mind and therefore a channel of pure, miracle-working source energy. These lessons may be driving out any self-limiting beliefs that have blocked this awareness of your divine power in the past. So be on the lookout for relationship lessons that are centered on taking back your power, taking full and appropriate responsibility for the life circumstances you've co-created, and forgiveness work. Forgiveness work is the key to cleansing and healing the heart so that the divine spark of pure love and pure source energy can flow out and manifest miracles in your life. All of the big emotional discoveries, relationship lessons, and intellectual realizations you're receiving now are going to bring you home to the sacred karmic law, which is that the destiny of all things is ultimately a return to unity in love. These are inner shifts that may feel intense, inspiring, challenging, painful, beautiful, and meaningful all at once. Your angels are inviting you to stay present through this, anchor into self-love and self-care, and call them in for extra strength and support. The angel's second message for this Aquarian full supermoon is all about the activation of spirit medicine. This moon cycle is bringing in powerful waves of healing energy, and this is particularly enhanced by the asteroid Chariklo, which is very active under this full supermoon. Chariklo is the wife of Chiron, the wounded healer. She is midwife of the soul, facilitator of birth, death, and major life transitions, as well as a healer connected to crystals, herbal medicine, and nature's elements. The healing energy we have coming in is specifically activating the medicine that is already within your own body and spirit. You have all the spiritually healing medicine you'll ever need inside of you already. This moon cycle is about remembering how to activate it. You may find yourself first becoming more aware of what needs to be healed within yourself or your life, then receiving divine guidance on how to heal it by way of angel messages, intuitive knowingness, or synchronicities in which you attract healing information or opportunities into your life. Trust and follow the healing insight you receive. You are receiving healing wisdom in order for you to be a better support to yourself as you ascend into higher vibrations of consciousness. You are literally the temple of God's consciousness, and that temple is getting an upgrade so as to express, celebrate, and hold space for even more of that conscious substance. This might translate to a need for deeper physical healing, mental or emotional healing, relationship healing, or lifestyle healing. In order to support yourself in receiving this infusion of healing wisdom and deeper in-tuneness with your body, mind, and spirit, make time for stillness. In stillness, you return to unity with the original divine consciousness of Source and are nourished at its infinite wellspring. In stillness, you also make yourself available to hear, see, feel, or know the intuitive messages you need for the next steps on your healing path. Trust in what you receive and commit to living in authentic alignment with what truly supports your highest well-being. The angel's third message for this full supermoon cycle is all about anchoring your power. Remember that earlier I mentioned that energy flowing from the galactic center will be activating both the heart and solar plexus chakras. Let's dive deeper into what's happening with the solar plexus. Your solar plexus is the energy center located at your navel and is connected to your relationship with power, confidence, and control. According to the angels, you're about to receive a big upgrade in your relationship with your personal power. The energy flowing from the galactic center into your solar plexus is waking up your awareness of personal authority and self-sovereignty. If there are any areas in your life where you felt disempowered, limited, stripped of choices, or without a voice or a say in how things go, then these issues are likely to become more apparent during this moon cycle. You may find yourself facing old lessons or challenges with an invitation from your soul to release and transcend anything that ever seemingly limited or blocked out your power in the past. This means remembering that you are an incarnation of God, and so you have all the power in the universe at your fingertips. This means forgiving yourself, others, or the world for anything that ever lent the illusion that you were not powerful in the past. This means remembering that your power is unconditional because it comes from your presence. Your conscious presence is sacred and eternal. When you bring your conscious presence into the here and now and align with unobstructed intention, you can make anything happen. According to the angels, there are no exceptions to this truth. Your solar plexus, and therefore your relationship with power, is now being cleansed and purified so that you can remember your true power and incalculable worth as a divine co-creator of reality and expression of the source consciousness of love. Now, another energy flowing around these lessons and upgrades for your power is the Mars in Virgo energy we have going on right now. Mars in Virgo is very detail-oriented and hard-working. This is an energetic undercurrent flowing through you right now, empowering you to work efficiently on all the little details that need organizing so that you can make your life run like clockwork in support of everything you have going on right now. On a collective front, remember that we have the North Node, which represents our collective destiny, conjunct the dwarf planet Eris for the rest of 2023. This represents that people are learning to collectively stand in their power as they fight for social justice and for truth. Your personal awakening to your unlimited spiritual power is helping you to inform and hold space for the greater collective rise of the power of the people that we'll have happening on the social front for the next several years. Remember, power comes from presence, and presence is supported when we can become still, open, and pure of judgment. Hold space for power within your relationship with the collective by practicing non-judgment as much as you can, and calling in your angels for help in teaching you to become stronger and more masterful at this spiritual skill of non-judgment. Your angels want you to know that they'll be with you every step of the way in helping you to remember that you are powerful and in completing the healing necessary to wield your power with unfaltering love. Thank you so much for tuning in and for liking, commenting, and subscribing. It is my honor to be connected with you. As always, you can keep in touch with me and find more resources via the links I left for you in the description below. And of course, know until next time that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!